Hey guys, my name's Tomomi and I'm a VTuber here on YouTube. In this video, I just wanted to go over my brief introduction to myself and my channel, just so that you can get to know me a little better. So without further ado, I'm just gonna jump right into my slides. So for my first slide, I just have a little bio that I wrote for myself. You can take some time to read that if you'd like, but I won't go over every single point just for the sake of time. There's a little, I guess, lore summary there at the bottom. And basically, she's just a human. Tomomi, this model that I created, is just a human. I mainly made her as an extension of myself. And I wanted to be a VTuber here just because I think it's a great creative outlet for me. It combines all of my favorite things like art, content creation, animation, all of that good stuff. So this is her. I hope you enjoy her as much as I do. For my next slides, I just wanted to go over some basic likes and weaknesses. So here are some of my likes that I listed. Obviously, I love digital art. I created my model from scratch, start to finish, using MookoStudio Paint. It is my go-to program. I love that program so much. And I also like to do some video editing. The program that I usually use is called VLLO for iOS. So in some future videos that I post, I will probably most definitely be using VLLO. I also like cooking, rhythm games, and I like supernatural topics. So my favorite holiday, to nobody's surprise, is Halloween. I mainly like to hear other people tell me their supernatural, spooky experiences. And not necessarily like ghost stories, but anything that can't really be explained really interests me. Next, I have my weaknesses. A lot of them are food related. So in my college years, unfortunately, I kind of developed an intolerance to things like pizza, ice cream, crab, all that good stuff that people really like. Yeah, I end up hurting when I eat those things. So it's tragic really. But I also have alcohol on there. I do have like a minor heart issue. Nothing like serious like life or death, but I do have like a abnormally fast heartbeat sometimes. So me plus alcohol is not really the safest thing. But I will drink socially, occasionally. So for my next slide, I have my games. These are some of my favorite games that I love to play. Some of the favorite genres of mine would be JRPGs. I like Nintendo. I do like puzzle games, although just like for all of these games really, like I'm not good at games. I like to take time to figure things out. I do like FPS, but I'm not really quick with my aim or anything like that. So if you do watch me for my gaming, like I hope that you won't get too frustrated watching me run into speed bumps and things like that. My favorite game out of this whole list would be Mirror's Edge, and that's definitely a game that I want to play soon on stream. Not too many people I know have heard of it or played it, but it hits home for me. Like I love sci-fi. And I love the character. The main character to me is so cool. And I've always wanted to do parkour when I was little. And Mirror's Edge is all about parkour. So it's like I'm living vicariously through the main character, you know? Anyway, moving on. Here are some of the anime that have played the biggest impact in my life. You know, like things that you watch and you can't really explain like why it hit home for you. Yeah. These anime, that's that for me. Out of all of them though, I would say my favorite recently has been Kino no Tabi. It's called Kino's Journey. I don't think it's a recent anime at all, but I watched it recently, so it's fresh in my mind. I just really like how every episode has like a different lesson. It's an adventure anime. I like the main character, she's really cool. And it has like a melancholy vibe that I tend to find myself being drawn to when it comes to anime. So if you haven't heard of it before, but if adventure, melancholy, that type of vibe is your type of vibe, then I would highly recommend that anime to you, Kino no Tabi. And my last point here is music. So most of these artists are Japanese, but I do have a British artist on there, Bring Me the Horizon. I really love, for English speaking songs especially, I love rock, I like alternative, I like metal, sometimes screamo. Anything that could be described as emo music, I guess, you could say, is what I like to listen to the most. And lastly, I have my goals and stream ideas for my channel. So since they're directly related to each other, I will just go over them briefly. Obviously, since I'm an artist, I want to have a drawing stream. I think it'd be really cool if some of my viewers were artists as well. We could just have a fun like chatting while drawing stream together. I think that would be really relaxing. And a goal of mine for this channel would be to make a song cover someday. And I want to make it from start to finish. So I'd love to draw like a music video for it. And I'd also love to learn like a music program and make a full cover of a song that I'm fond of. So hopefully you can stay tuned for that. And of course, playing games together is probably one of the more frequent streams that I'll be doing on this channel. And I'd love to try a horror game someday. Although I'm kind of squeamish, I'm kind of jumpy. Although I like supernatural topics, like I think playing a horror game would be a little intense. So I don't know, that could be a fun like Halloween stream maybe, but we'll have to see. Next goal, I'd love to improve my conversational Japanese. I've studied Japanese a lot when I was in school, but as with any language, if you don't practice it, you do forget it. And I think that's really sad. And I'd love to be able to like travel to Japan someday and just be able to survive on my own. I think that's a good goal for me to have. And lastly, I would love to gain more confidence in my speaking skills, practice yapping for longer periods of time. I don't consider myself someone to have like good vocal endurance, just because I don't really talk too much IRL, you know? Like at work, I don't really need to talk a lot. And, you know, life gets really busy, so friends are busy. So I don't have an opportunity to just like yap for hours or, you know, every day kind of thing. So I think streaming would be a really great way for me to practice that. And for my stream ideas, yeah, they're directly correlated to my goals, so I don't want to be too redundant here. So for the last thing I wanted to go over is my chatting screen. So this is the setup that I'll be using for chatting with you guys. As you can see, it'll mostly be at nighttime because that's when I'll be streaming. After work at night is when I have the most time, and I just find it more relaxing in general. So this is the room that you and I will be talking in the most. And I hope that you can find this comfortable, that this is a relaxing vibe for you. And I didn't mention it in my previous screen, but a really, really big goal of mine would be to be a really chill streamer for you. I want my channel to be a safe space. I want this to be like a place where people can come and feel comfortable and safe and relaxed while watching me play or talk or whatever. And while I don't have many lofty goals for my channel, I just want this to be fun overall for everybody, for me and for you. So if that's your vibe, if that's something you're interested in, then I'd love to have you here. I'd love for you to stick around. But if not, no pressure. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching and giving me a chance. And that's all I have for my intro video. I'll just try to keep it brief, short, and sweet. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Thank you so much. Have a nice morning, afternoon, evening, good night, wherever you are. Bye-bye, bye-bye-bye.